Good morning. Mrs. Murder here once again, and I'm here with another review of another Brother Cadfael book. This will be the 10th Chronicle of the Brother Cadfael, and it's entitled The Pilgrim of Hate. We're referred back in this book to the very first book that Ellis Peters wrote about Brother Cadfael, A Morbid Taste for Bones. I have an interesting story about that particular book that I reviewed, A Morbid Taste for Bones. It was, of course, the first one, and I didn't realize until last week that it had been removed from my website. So if you go to Mrs. Murder, it wasn't on there. So I went back to my iPad with the books that I had reviewed, and I uploaded it again. So if you see that it was only uploaded last week, this was one of the first ones. It was the first one I reviewed, and I didn't realize when I did that I was going to be reviewing The Pilgrim of Hate, and it was going to refer right back to A Morbid Taste for Bones, because we are bringing the bones of Saint Winifred to the Abbey for healing, and it's a celebration of St. Winifred Day, and we have all the pilgrims coming into Shrewsbury to be healed and with all kinds of injuries and infirmities, and here no one would have had the very first one, so that would I better check again and see if they've removed it again. I think it was the title, so I put up Brother Cadfael 1 instead of A Morbid Taste for Bones, because I guess they don't like that title, they or whoever removed it. But in A Pilgrim of Hate, we have the pilgrims coming into Shrewsbury, like I said, and we have, oh my goodness, one of them has a foot that's so turned that he can hardly walk upon it, and his sister and a seamstress who's taken them in because they've lost their parents are getting Cadfael to help him with his infirmity so he can walk a little bit better. And there's another one that has walked the whole way from Wales with barefoot. And he has this great big huge gold cross that's just digging into his chest and into his neck, and he will not remove it, and he will not wear shoes on his feet, so his feet are all chewed up and he can't walk very fast because his feet are in such bad condition. At any rate, he feels that's his penance to St. Winifred, so that she will heal him of something. But anyway, you get into what people feel they need to do to please or to deserve healing, to deserve life, to deserve anything. And it gets pretty interesting due to the fact that some of them who came to Shrewsbury, there are reports that someone was murdered, and there are murders that we still have the battles and everything going on with King Stephen and Empress Maud, and you have people coming from both camps. Some of them are Maud supporters, some of them are Stephen supporters, and never the twain shall meet. We know how that is. But at any rate, this is a mixed crowd, and with a mixed lot of healings going on, and of course, wherever you have a lot of people, you also have a criminal element coming there to try to get money from the pilgrims who are coming for healing, and stealing from them and playing dice with them and getting their money that way, or there's just all kinds of antics. You wouldn't call criminal activity going on. But we're alerted to the fact that a key player was murdered, and we need to find out who did it, and we are referred back to people that were in previous books. So I really enjoyed this book would like, when you get to the end of the trail, you ask yourself a lot of questions about what kind of compensation should be asked of any kind of crime, and what constitutes the crime, and legal questions, emotional questions, spiritual questions, questions of morality. This is another thought provoker, but it moves along. Of course, we have battles, we have horse races, we have chases, we have we have any manner of intrigue. There has to be love in here too. Of course, there's love in here. Alice Peters always has love in Cadfael's books, and we find out another delightful surprise at the end that just really lifted my heart, but I am not a spoiler, so I'm not going to tell you. But it's something wonderful for Cadfael. It's been hinted before, but it's even, I could cry. It's so sweet. Okay, this is another Brother Cadfael, the 10th in the series, and we will go on now to read, which should be exciting, an excellent mystery. So that is going to be, it says first time in paperback. Oh, this must be an old printing. First time in paperback. But this should be the 11th Chronicle of Brother Cadfael. Stay tuned, because Mrs. Murder is on I'm on it. I'm reading. Sometimes I don't report them very quickly. I should have reported the other one earlier, but this one's done, and this one's in the works, and I hope to hear from you soon, or you hear from me soon. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye.